In this video, I will explain the unrespectful ways we treat the environment, others, and ourselves, and how changing that unrespectfulness for respectfulness by really thinking about what we're doing so we can even change the environment. The human race has caused to the environment a lot of problems just because they did not think about the horrible consequences they could have in the future. And some of these things are overpopulation, fishing, and meat production. So, overpopulation, which is a problem for the environment because as the population grows, the consumption grows too. The technology, the people that the world has to feed, etc. And the problem comes when the world is holding way too many people and the majority of nature resources have to be sacrificed in order to please humans, causing overconsumption. Fishing. This one in a lot of countries is a part of their culture. Therefore, this is really hard to stop. The issues that come with fishing are overfishing. That basically is when people catch more fishes than the ones that are available to be caught. And another one is sustainable fisheries. The places where you can go fishing, which in a lot of places do not know the capacity of the fishes that can be fished, etc. Which all of this can end up in the destruction of habitats, and this can even kill more fishes between other causes. Meat production, the environmental impact that this causes is fossil energy, water, land resources, among other effects. And the crucial thing is that meat is rich in fat and cholesterol, and this can cause different bad health conditions. So basically we would not need as much meat production because this is not even good for us. And these are just a couple of things that humans have used to deteriorate the environment. And as you can see, these examples are things that we can control and stop the majority of it if we really think about it and do something about it too. José María Gómez and his colleagues at the University of Granada in Spain did a research on human violence, and they looked at death caused by war, homicide, infanticide, sacrifice, cannibalism, between others. And they found that 2% have been caused by interpersonal violence. The period in time where the most violence was in the Middle Ages. And in my opinion, something really important they found was that today's nomadic bands are the most interpersonally violent groups ever. And this is not the only thing to worry about because the research was made of dead bodies. But what about the ones that are not dead? The Center of Disease Control in 2017 said that among high school students, 15.5% are cyberbullied and 20.2% are bullied on school property. And Paching and Hinduya in 2016 expressed that the percentage of people being cyberbullied at some point of their lifetime has nearly doubled in 2007 with an 18% because now is 34% of people. So, the conclusion in my opinion of this information and digits is that from the beginning of time, violence was common, but in those times I can see why it was kind of self-defense. But now it is ridiculous how people just insult someone just because they want to, or they punch someone because they did not like the way they dressed, or act. How wrong people are nowadays thinking that that is okay, because that affects the person being bullied at a really deep level, like psychological. So they're not just playing for a moment, they're playing with someone else's life. Self-esteem is a big part of everyone's life, and not having a good self-esteem can be really harmful to the person, because it can take them to have this feeling of self-hatred. In a study of more than 3,000 young girls showed that 7 out of 10 girls believed that they were not good enough in the academic aspect, in relationships, in their appearance, etc. And the same study showed that 75% of girls who had low self-esteem got themselves into negative activities, like eating disorder, smoking, cutting themselves, bullying, drinking, between others. Now, of course, all of this has an impact in the girl's life or everyone's life, because our young years define who we're going to become, how our mindset is going to be, etc. So young girls with eating disorders and drinking problems are going to grow up with the same issues without knowing how to stop them. Therefore, if we do not build a good relationship with ourselves, that is going to be an impact in our life later. In conclusion, what I wanted to do with this video was making people understand that respect starts with ourselves, because if we understand ourselves, we will try to understand others, and if we understand others, maybe we will be able to understand the environment. And if we do all of that, ultimately our life, or loved one's life, and everyone's life will be better. And it all starts with respect.